WitcherCon was this week, a new convention that had to be all digital this year, but appears like it's going to be a regular thing going forward, mainly focused on the Netflix series, multiple series, now, though the games are certainly going to have a presence as well. We got a bunch of new stills and trailers for The Witcher Season 2 on Netflix, coming this December, but what caught my eye was some news about The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt's re-release for next-gen consoles coming later this year from CDPR. The Witcher 3 originally had 16 pieces of free DLC that it released a few months after launch, ahead of its larger paid expansions, and now it's continuing that tradition with new DLC related to the Netflix show. No, do not expect some elaborate questline tied to a story from the show. But the announcement is teasing extra items inspired by the Netflix show. I believe one example given is perhaps armor for Geralt in the style of Cavill's armor from the show. And I suppose that could translate into costumes for other characters like Yennefer and Ciri as well, as previously part of The Witcher's free DLC bundles were alternate looks and new armor sets. I would absolutely not expect anything so elaborate as Geralt now has Henry Cavill's face, or something, as awesome as that might be. We still don't have a date for the next-gen update for The Witcher 3, which is promised to only be coming later this year. CDPR is not big on release dates lately, as Cyberpunk players are still waiting on dates for both its own pack of free DLC and its next-gen release, both of which are supposed to be arriving within the next 6 months. Though the Witcher Netflix show is straight adapting the books and disparate from the games, the two are interlinked regardless, as Witcher game fans helped propel the show to be a hit, and are its biggest cheerleaders. Henry Cavill himself is a huge gamer, and took inspiration for his Geralt performance from the games, he said publicly. With Cyberpunk's standalone multiplayer game cancelled, it seems like CDPR's next big project is likely to be The Witcher 4, though where exactly they take the series from here in the wake of Wild Hunt is anyone's guess. Not going to rule out an entire game starring Ciri, for instance, but I guess we'll have to see. The Witcher universe is only getting bigger from here, despite its origins way back in 1986 when Andrei Sapkowski created the world. Excited to see how it evolves. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to my free weekly content roundup newsletter, God Rolls. Pick up my sci-fi novels The Hero Killer series, and the Earthborn trilogy, which is also on audiobook.